But one of the more stunning revelations yesterday was about CNN. Smollett testified that CNN anchor Don Lemon texted him at the time of the attack, sharing information that the Chicago Police Department did not believe Smollett's account of what happened. Dagan, what do you make of this?
Journalistic ethics brought to you by CNN.
Fake news is when you put out a story to intentionally deceive someone and you know that it is wrong. I don't know of anyone who has put out a story in the mainstream media that I can think of right now to intentionally deceive anyone.
Did you see this one coming? The intersection of Jussie Smollett on trial right now and Don Lemon. Yesterday, he testified, Smollett, that he got text messages from Don Lemon, supposedly relaying that the Chicago Police Department didn't believe Smollett's accounting of what happened. And at the time, Lemon told his viewers that the story was personal, since they were acquaintances and they had texted after the alleged 2019 incident. What to make of this?
I don't know of anyone who has put out a story in the mainstream media that I can think of right now to intentionally deceive anyone.
It's like watching the whole Cuomo episode now replay itself with Don Lemon. Ooh. He tipped off somebody who was under investigation about the Chicago Police Department not believing his story. And that prompted Smollett, according to Smollett, for whatever that's worth, to withhold evidence, such as his phone and those records. So now CNN needs to address this next. But of course they haven't, because they don't do so until they absolutely have to.
Do you actually know what the definition of fake news is?
What we're doing right now.
You are fake news.
Okay, well then you are part of the fake news because you are on the network and you're part of the...
No.
Fake news is when you... Hang on, let me explain to people out there watching and you what fake news is. Fake news is when you put out a story to intentionally deceive someone and you know that it is wrong. I don't know of anyone who has put out a story in the mainstream media that I can think of right now to intentionally deceive anyone.
So you don't feel like this was a fair election because it looks like Donald Trump won fair and square.
How did he win fair and square? Hillary had more votes. More human beings voted for Hillary. This isn't fair. We didn't get one vote. You didn't get a vote. It's just like back in the day when your vote was 1/3. Hillary, you're a lawyer. Walk in, go to the Supreme Court. I believe in you, Hillary. I've been to Rwanda. I've been to your hospital in Rwanda. I've seen all the good you've done. I believe in you. Women need you. Minorities need you. I need you. Chicago needs you. We all need you. This country needs you to stand up and walk into the Supreme Court and say one vote equals one vote. What's wrong with that? What's the debate?
You definitely feel his passion. There's other people out here who feel the same way.
At
one point, you had people who were blocking his road. Chicago police moved in. Everything has remained peaceful. Like I said, Don, as you see, thousands of people still continue to gather. But like you heard this man, very passionate about the idea. He doesn't want Hillary to stop.
Yeah, Brian, you know I used to live there, and I know that guy. That's John Gerkovic. He actually went to Africa with me as a cameraman. But anyway, that's another story. All right, thank you, John. Thank you very much, Ryan. I want to get back to Jason. Jason, you have been covering the Trump team tonight.
You are fake news.
But when you talk about receipts, when you have those text messages, your last word.
Yeah, well, the problem is that he told Smollett what he heard from his sources within the Chicago Police Department. So it's no longer like I'm trying to help a friend. You're trying to affect an investigation. This is serious stuff. So this isn't the last time this is going to go away. And I think many changes are going to be made at CNN, both in front of the camera and behind it, because this cannot continue, particularly when you've lost nearly 80% of your audience since the beginning of the year, Harris.